BTS family. It's your boy, Tommy Mars. I am back for another episode, part 3. Going back in the wings. Here's a quick recap. We did the intro, Boy Meets Evil, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Begin, Lie. You guys know how Lie was, oh my goodness. Stigma, First Love, Reflection, Mama. That was the second episode, so you have to go catch up on part 1 and part 2. I will put it down below in the comments or up here, something like that. So it'll be easier for you to go find part 1 and part 2. To be honest with you, I don't know that it matters if you watch part 1 and part 2 first, but if you want to go in order, then certainly go start at part 1. Because today, it's part 3 of Wings. Okay, today's episode, we're going through Awake, we're going through Lost, BTS Cypher 4, Am I Wrong? So that'll get us through the next 4, and then the final episode, which will be part 4, will be 21st Century Girl, 2, 3. I'm curious actually to see, because I see the titles like 2 exclamation, 3 exclamation, wonder what that means, and then Interlude Wings. All right, man, we got a jam-packed show today. You guys know the little bonus episode I put out there in between episode 2 and episode 3, this one. I did the 2019 MAMA Awards. Blown away. Blown away is not even the words. I think it was the best live performance I've ever seen on YouTube. I really do. It was amazing. But guess what? You guys were right. I went back in the comments of some of the old videos I started with right here on this channel. Yeah, it was 2019 MMA you guys were talking about. That's the one you guys were blowing me up for. If I was blown away by the MAMA, how am I going to be for MMA? I'm really curious. Now there's I feel like there's this standard that's way up there, guys. I don't know. Because to me, I feel like it can't get better than the one we watched on the last video. This one. I just don't see it getting better than that. I just don't. That was amazing. But you guys are so adamant, and you always have been adamant. To your credit, man, it's not something new. This is something you guys have been saying. So, of course, I'm going to do that. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to watch it with all of you. So here's my first question of this video. Drop me a comment below. Do you want me to watch it in between this 3rd episode and episode 4? Whatever wins the most. Yes or no. Whatever gets the most votes, that's what I'm going to do. So if the majority of you want me to put out the reaction video for 2019 MMA before Wings Part 4, I will do that. If you guys say no, you want to wait till Wings is over, then I will do that too. You guys got the power, man. Whatever. You guys know Reflection is my jam. Lie is my jam. It's been great. I tweeted out about it. A lot of you kind of come over there and were supporting it. And I love to see it too, because it's like this cool army thing. And it's not even my tweet. I don't support my tweet. Don't support it. I don't really care about that. I guess what I mean is anytime I see BTS trending or something like that, it's like the Harry stuff. Anytime I see it trending, I almost take it as a personal good. I'm so happy about it. I'm excited about it. So the other thing I got to get better at, and several of you have reached out over Twitter, I'm going to make sure that I tweet out when I do the BTS videos. I think the part of it was, I didn't even know if you guys wanted to be a part of that fun. I know I have a lot of followers that support Harry. They love when I tweet out because we all get to interact together. If you guys want to do that, I'd love to do it too, because it's a lot of fun, man. We have a lot of fun, and I've actually learned. That's probably where I learned the most is on Twitter. I mean, you guys know I go through the comments, and I will answer comments, and even on some of these episodes, I answer your comments verbally. But on Twitter, it's so easier. It's quicker for me to see and get back to you and stuff. So if you like that, let me know on Twitter, all right? Let's go. The first song is Awake. I love how musical this album is. Gosh. So many different feels on it too. It's great.
그래도 말야 떠날 때가 됐는 걸 Yeah, it's my truth It's my truth 온통 상처 투성이겠지
I love the sensibility of this song. You know, I mentioned right at the beginning, I was like, I like how musical this record is, and the piano, and then that violin comes in, or if that's a cello, I apologize, but I'm loving all of the musical choices on this album. That's one of the things that sticks out so much besides all the other vocal stuff that, you know, I kind of lose my for. So yeah, I love that. And then again, when you take a beautiful voice, a beautiful sounding voice like that, and just standing right out there, You know, and it's got a little bit of reverb on it. There's a slight echo you could hear at the end of the phrases and stuff. It's a beautiful thing. Oh. Freaking love the way this sounds, man. Oh, reach for the sky. I love when that song takes off right there for the chorus. It just gets so big and low with the bass frequency and stuff. That is a beautiful thing. That's just a great piece of music. You know, when it opens up right there and you just feel like the song takes off, it just starts to soar. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I picture it's almost like an airplane, and it's soaring in the sky, and that's what it feels like the song does right there. It takes off. I said it in the last couple of videos with the production. I like what they done on this album stuff, and they use parts of kind of new technology and old technology, and then you bring in the instrumentation. Old technology wise, you can hear that click, that I'm not making the noise right, but it's in there. Okay. So it's like, we actually use that in the studio for a click track. So that noise so when I hear that right away, that's what I hear. But that's exactly what you use. I have it programmed. I have a machine for that. It's been used 80s, 90s, 2000. That thing, I almost feel like it's never going to go away. It's never going to die. That specific noise that I'm talking about, but it's in there. So again, that's an old school thing. But I like how they bring that into the music, because then you have all of these other things that sound so big and sound so new and so fresh. So yeah, I'm into it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and that just gets me. Wow. Great way to start off today's episode, yeah? Awake. Two things. One, I talked about the old school. I love the snare, the kick in the snare. I'm not talking about the bass drop. I'm talking about the actual kick, the 909 kick, and then that snare. And it had that flow, that tune. I'm a fan of that. And then the hi-hat, it was actually a little different for me. I'm so used to putting off the hats onto this channel here. So I'll move it to about between 25 and 35 on the spectrum. I'll move that off to my right. Some mixing engineers, they'll put it to the left. Sometimes they just do tricks just to mess with your mind. Sometimes even in the song, they'll change the position just to kind of clown around or whatever. Or if it, if it matches the music better or whatever, like there's something in that space they want to make sure that it's on its own, but they didn't want to lose the vibe that they had before. Anyway, on this mix here, the hi-hat is very just left of center from where I'm looking. So like my monitors are left and right, and that's a little odd. Normally you would just move those off into their own space, but and they do have space. Don't get me wrong, they're not dead center zero, but to me, I mean, that sounded like 10, 15 on the spectrum. 0, 100, 100. That's what it felt like to me. I really like the sound of it. I kind of like the feel of it. So all right, great song. Great way to start off this episode. So the next one we're going to get to is a song called Lost. Cool movement.
바다 가운데 길을 잃고서 여전히 헤매고 있어 어디로 가야 할지 일이 더 많을 줄 몰랐어 가지 못한 길도 갈 수 없는 길도 Never felt this way before
So there was right at the end of those. That's why I wanted to listen, because it was like, 1, 3, 2, and 4 on the first and the third lines. See that last note, that last word, that last note? There was that. It's a really nice harmony on that one. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I love about these guys. BTS throws in quick little cool harmonies in so many different spaces. They do it in so many different ways that most artists don't do. There's a few out there that do it, but they will. And sometimes they'll do it in the places that you don't think it's going to be. That's one of the other things I've come to love about them is it's unpredictable, and it just, that you keep your brain, keeps that meter running. Ooh. Oh, that changed. Man. Oh, there's just a lot going on all of a sudden. That hat is... Man, the song picked up all kinds of movement right there. So that hi-hat is going freaking crazy. That 808 hat is like all these kind of movements and stuff. Again, man, it's a little off center, and it's just not where I normally instinctively think where it's going to be. I like the snare that they're using right there. It's got a little bit of a mid tom sound to it. On top of that, the big fat deep bass in there too. Wow, that got wide, and that one got really creative right there. That was cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The song's nice, man. I want to see what happens at the end of this build-up again. And hear that big stomp, that doosh. This song rules, man. It's a nice bridge. That is this song is hot. Damn. That. That song's a banger. That was awesome. I cannot tell a lie. It's going to be hard to top that one for today's episode. On each episode I've been picking one. I picked Lie, I picked Reflection. Lost is probably that choice. Oh, actually, you know what though? Let me look at the next song on the list is BTS Cypher 4. Now, I recall you guys mentioning Cypher a lot. I mean, I've seen it a million times, but it says 4. So is this the one you guys have been mentioning? I've been seeing it again a lot. And I think it's because I'm on the wings. So maybe it is that. I'm just saying it's going to be hard to top what we just heard. That was off the hook. That was very good. All right, Cypher 4. I feel some aggressive vocals coming. Oh. I love me some that. It's nice. That was tight. Okay, yeah, you guys are right. This one is hot. This one is sweet. Okay, some songs you can just tell with that ding, 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 ding. Whatever the pattern is, it just sounds like it's going to be a little evil. So it's going to be aggressive. So I felt like that voice was coming. Boy, oh boy, when that 808 kicked in. Whew. The cool thing is, I love patterns. I mean, even if it's a straight, I'm good with it. If you give me a little bit of off time, I'm good with it. I love what they did there because the 808 kick was like, boom, boom. It was not precisely on time. You guys been around long enough. I love that. I love that because it's creative. It's not sometimes the same old, rigmarole of everything. And that gets some new blood into it. So, this one is fierce. I'm loving it. I love it. That's nice. Over that beat, like, that's nice. What I have to say is, coming into this, I knew because I connected with RM, like I said it a million times, and I did that video where I was in my car and we listened to Joke together and stuff like that, and I'm a fan of how he flows and everything like that, but I didn't realize when I first got into this, I know now, that other members in the band, they have flow too. They have game. They have all these things that I didn't really know they did, and what I'm saying is, it's a pleasure. That was sweet. Oh, that was nice. It's like psychedelic rap because it's like it's got all the great elements, but it's also trippy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, these cones are moving on these speakers in here. I like that outro. That was cool. A little back and forth. And the one was strong, over there. That was cool. I think I'm going to have to go take a ride in my car, and I want to hear this one in the car because then those lows hit really low in there. I'm excited to go hear this on my next drive. If this is a song you guys were referring to in the comments, it was everything you said it was. I dug that. Ooh, what's crazy with these episodes that I'm dropping these in parts because I kind of got to, if you know what I mean, is that we're already to the last song for today. Man, oh man. All right, so the last song is called Am I Wrong? Let's see how this follows up Cypher 4. That's also one of the cool things on BTS records anyway. Their flow sometimes, it'll be like this real sensitive song, and it'll be this fierce song, and then, be like a real musical song and a real vocal song, harmony song. There's not many artists that can really pull that off. People try to do it, but sometimes it just feels like a big hot mess. But I never really get that feeling with BTS. I think you just come to expect them to do the unexpected. And for me, it flows just fine. So the one thing is my anticipation going to song for the first time is what am I in for? So you know, Lost, I was popping this great big pop song, and it had some bass, it had some 808, but then Cypher comes, it's like, whoa, it's like I want to turn my hat backwards and I want to go for a ride, put my seat back for a ride, you know what I'm saying? So before I push play here, there's always that little bit of anticipation because I don't know what I'm in for. So let's get it over with.
Am I wrong? Falling in love with you. Tell me, am I wrong?
This has got some soul to it. Man, this whole album is... Wings rules. I don't know, man. Oh, it's a little bit of a gravel in his voice. Oh, that sounded so good. I was gonna say I heard it actually on the last song and this one. That was so very much of that time. Like if you think of like Psy or Gangnam Style or a bunch of those songs, everybody's doing, and they're still doing it. I mean, a lot of pop music is still using that, especially dance music. So it's like what they did. I noticed though on Cypher 4 is when they went in for that. At the end, they didn't end it with, it was like, and a quick snare roll. And I noticed that in the last song, but I'm noticing in this song too. But then it's like one of those things where it's just like quick pause and then boom, back into that groove that just keeps your head bouncing. And then that vocal right there, the little bit of rasp, it's like that, remind me of, it's like the first JT record, the first Timberlake record, not how he is now. I'm talking about when Lily, Like I Love You. If you haven't heard that song, go, I'm gonna fall face. That kind of, I don't even know the words, that kind of vocal is what I really like from Justin when he came out and left In Sync. Yeah, man, this has kind of got that cool swag. That's what I mean by it. It's like, it's that swag over this sweet beat. Nice key change. Oh, it's a nice change of pace. I like that. I like it. I like these pre-choruses. Oh, look how low that gets. I know you probably can't hear it. I know it's probably not translating on this video because it's just like a beat and all the bass is gone. It's reflecting. It sounds like crap. But in my studio, I got the subs on right now. So it's just like, it's like boom, 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 boom. It gets really low right there. And it's like vibrating so much. I'm almost surprised the camera isn't shaking. But I mean, I do have the bass boosted up a little bit because it's just, you got to. But this song is tripping me out. I think it's that voice. I think it's that phrasing, those verses. That might make this my favorite song of these four. Just that part right there, when it comes in from the build-up right there and then the pause and it goes back into that groove and that raspiness. Man, that is, oh man, I know the sign of a song that I really like is when I want to go back and hear it. Sometimes it takes one little thing. Sometimes it's a noise. Sometimes it's one line. It's one harmony. For me, it's absolutely that. That makes me want to go back and just listen to the song. So when this is over, I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and listen to this so I can just hear that part again. And so far, this is the third time they've done it, or maybe it's the fourth. It's bliss for me. I think my two favorite moments from these 4 songs is the way that the 808 was in Cypher 4, that it just wasn't completely on time. Man, I was getting lost. A couple times I lost where I was, in the lyric or the vocal, just because I was getting locked into that, the way that 808 was programmed in there. That was really strong. I like that a lot. And then this part right here, that part I'm telling you about, right when it comes from that little break, and then the vocal happens. Those are my two favorite moments. It's crazy though, because I think maybe overall Lost was my favorite song. No, I'm picking, because I picked every episode, so I'm picking on this one too. What's it going to be? I think this is, and this has been happening to me on my Taylor Swift breakdown of Lover, is I've been doing those in 3-song stages, and I had one 3-song set that was just, to me, it was the best 3-song set. I think this is the best 4-song set that I've heard on Wings. I think this might be the best 4-song set I've heard, because I did Dark and Wild, and now I'm on Wings. This might be the best 4-song set. Awake, Lost, Cypher, Am I Wrong? Because there's so much difference in all the songs, but they're not so different where you're like, wait, why is that on? It's not like that at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'm comfortable saying this is my favorite 4-song set. That's a tongue twister. I would definitely listen to Cypher 4 in my car more, just because I know that bumps. But Lost, I don't know. I think when it was over, I was like, okay, mental note, Tommy, don't forget how you feel right now, because this is going to be your favorite. I think Am I Wrong is my favorite. And it's because, like I said, I just said it like 3 times. I think that's why. All right, I'm going to pick my favorite song of these 4, which is the best 4-song set. I'm going to go with Am I Wrong? Am I Wrong? That's my pick for today. My favorite song from today's set is Am I Wrong? Man, that was good. So that means part 4 is coming. 21st Century Girl, 2, 3, and interlude Wings. So that will wrap up Wings. The only question you guys got to answer me is if you want me to do the 2019 MMA reaction video before I get to part 4. You guys decide. Whatever you guys decide. I'll put a pinned comment, so you guys, if you could decide on that, that would help me out a lot. Depending on how the reach is on this video. As you know, some of the videos kind of really get crazy out there, and then they'll be they'll be approaching 1,000 comments or something, and then, it'll get lost. It'll get hard to do it. So I'll put a pinned comment. So if you could write yes or no, and the question is, do you want me to do the MMA 2019 episode before I finish Wings and drop part 4? Okay? Let me know that. The other question I have for you, some of you guys know I reluctantly set up a Big P page. I set up a Patreon, and it was like, I feel like I can't hardly get any of these videos out there without them getting nicks and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, it's kind of getting annoying. And I always said, if this ever gets to a place where it's not fun, I'm just not going to do anymore. This is not my life. I'm not a YouTube reactor. I'm not doing this to build that whole thing. As if you're watching this, if you don't know, soundvapors.com is mine. That's what I do. That's my source of how I run my life or whatever. So this to me was just a journey. I wanted to find new music, and I thought, hey, I'll share it with some like-minded people, and it's been great. I've met some really great friends about it. On top of that, I got my own music career, and some of you know, I just dropped a record last month, and it did great. It sold more than I've ever sold. It charted, and it's like, it's the highest charting record I've ever had, so this was never like the dream to do one of these things. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate every single one of you. That's why I go in the comments and try to comment to everybody, or use your names and comments on these episodes, because I appreciate you so much. Anyway, I reluctantly did it because I felt like if I'm going to put all this time and effort in, I want people to see what I'm doing. If I'm watching a video, I want you guys to be able to watch along with it. For me, trying to put a video in these things, it just gets nicked every single time. It's like 100% of the time now. And even with these parts, I alluded to it earlier, I can't put a full album thing for whatever reason. It just keeps getting crashed down. So this is what it is. I got to put these parts. So the question is, if any of you guys want some unedited stuff, I'm considering doing that also on there. I've been putting the other series stuff I do in there, because those people, they told me they wanted a place where they could watch all the unedited, uncut stuff. So I did it. I set it up. It's over there. I have not done that for BTS videos. I do have some that got nixed right away. And there's actually some older ones when I first started doing this. I think one was a Black Swan. That may have been on, I'm not sure what it was on, but it was on a late show or something like that. And that was a sweet video. Oh, I love that one. That one got taken down. And that one was crazy. I mean, I think that one was that was up for like 2 days. And it was like, it had to be approaching 80, 90,000 views. Like in it was insane. It was insane. And then boom, it got taken down. I was like, oh, that one killed me. So I have that one just sitting here and nobody can see it. So that's my question. If you guys want me to do some BTS stuff over there and you guys want to sign up and go through the whole thing, I'm not going to get into that stuff there. Just go over to the Big P, search Tommy Mars. You'll see what's up. You'll see the structure and all this stuff. I'm not pitching you, whatever. All I'm asking you is those people in the other series, let it be known they wanted a place to go see uncut videos. If you guys want a place to do that and you want to go over there and be a part of that, just let me know. So then I know to upload the BTS. I don't want you guys to go over there and then I'm not doing it. So just let me know that. Okay. All right. I know all these questions today. All right. I'm out of here. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. I will see you in the next video.